So, Joe Biden, I mean, we all know he's compromised. You can see it. You can see it from space. And a lot of Republicans in Washington, D.C., they know it. They may shake their heads, they may mutter, but they haven't done too much. Except our next guest, Congresswoman Lauren Boebert, already initiated impeachment proceedings against President Biden, and she did so more than a month ago. Congresswoman Boebert, Republican of Colorado, welcome back to Newsmax. How are you?
Greg, I am great. It is wonderful to be back with you.
Many thanks. So listen, you were onto something. I think you were kind of getting him, though, for not securing the border. Could you expand and tell us where you are in the process?
Absolutely, Greg. So certainly the wide open borders are grounds for impeachment of Joe Biden and his dereliction of duty to faithfully execute our nation's immigration laws. But we were having an investigation that was taking place into the corruption, into the bribery that we are now uncovering through the Oversight Committee. We had the FD 1023s that we had to read in a secured skiff that the American people were not allowed to see. These were unclassified documents, and members of Congress were required to go into a secured setting just to view these documents. And we were putting all of these pieces together. We've now had the criminal investigative whistleblowers from the IRS come and testify before the IRS committee, corroborating the information that we have gathered through thousands of pages of bank records. And this right here, Greg, is the most powerful grounds that we have to impeach Joe Biden. We now know that Hunter Biden would dial in his father, then Vice President Biden, on speakerphone into calls with his overseas business partners to close shady deals. Despite 3 years of lies, Beijing Biden not only knew about Hunter's corrupt foreign business deals, but he was in the room. And so this is something that we absolutely have to have accountability for. Greg, I'm actually very disappointed that we are going into August recess right now. Maybe it's so we can reset Mitch McConnell, but we need to be here and impeaching Joe Biden, not going back home and taking a break.
Do you sense that Democrats, and I'm sure they wouldn't say this out loud, but you're there, you're around them, and that there's been a shift, that there's a recognition now that, wow, this guy, I mean, put the party aside, the circumstantial evidence, forget the circumstantial evidence, the direct evidence of corruption is there. Any shift? Do you sense it?
So I do feel that there is a shift in the Democrat Party. They know that Hunter Biden is going down after the judge smelled a rat and said this sweetheart plea deal has got to go. She threw that out the door. The judge threw that out the door. And I think that Democrats are seeing clearly the big guy was in on Hunter's schemes to bag tens of millions of dollars from China and Russia and Ukraine and Romania and other foreign adversaries. The Burisma Energy Company owner was on the December call with Joe and Hunter and allegedly paid each $5 million, bribed them with $5 million. It's very difficult for anyone, especially Democrats, to try to ignore this hard evidence that we have. They're looking for something spicy, and if they really want something spicy, maybe they should just dig into Hillary Clinton's purse and find some hot sauce.
Okay. What is your life like? You know, you are, I think it's safe to say, almost household name famous, national, and this has not been your life for all that long. You got there, what, in 2021, right?
2020. Yeah,
2020, elected in 2020 into January 2021. So have you been able to catch your breath ever? And seriously, what is that like going from, not very long ago, if you went to an airport, say in Detroit, where you don't live, nobody would recognize you. Now, everywhere you go, people probably have something to say. What's that like?
Yes. Well, Greg, when I'm in airports, I have the Clark Kent mantra, and I take off my glasses, and then I just get people who seem a little confused and look at me with a familiar gaze rather than approach me. But you know what? All of that aside, I am here to get our country back on track. I'm here to bring common sense back to Washington, D.C. We hit the ground running in January to make sure we can make fundamental historic changes to the way this town operates. America hates Congress, and I am here to fix it and get it right. So all of that other stuff aside, I'm doing my part to step up and serve my country and ensure that my children and my children's children, because after all, I am a GG nowadays, have a secure and free country to raise their children in.
What'd you say? You're a what these days, nowadays?
I'm a GG, Greg. I have a 3-month-old grandson.
Oh, wow. Wow. You're
Yes.
wow, damn, darn. That is surprising. Forgive me, but you're not yet 40 years old, right?
So, no, I'm not. My son told me it's hereditary in our family to have your first at 18.
Okay. What a
Clever
kid.
little one, isn't he?
Hey, if you don't mind, this great moment, and I want to know if there's what happened as a result of it. It was back when everyone was debating Kevin McCarthy. Let's take a look.
We have not experienced this in the 2 years that we have served here in Washington, D.C. This is the most debate that has taken place, and I love it. I love the conversations that are going on the floor, in the cloakroom, in the halls. There's nothing extreme, there's nothing unreasonable.
Did that take, I mean, is there more of it after that? That was really a great moment. The Mrs. Smith goes to Washington, whatever, but, you know, was there a change afterwards?
There's absolutely been a change. We certainly had 5 months of unity. The Republican conference was extremely unified, and we were passing meaningful legislation. We were coming together. Unfortunately, the debt ceiling was a $4 to $6 trillion mistake. That deal ended up being finalized behind closed doors. Many of us opposed it. We even had more Democrats supporting it than we had Republicans voting in favor for that horrible deal. But now it opened up an amazing opportunity for all facets of the Republican conference to come together, come to the table, have meetings and discussions about the way we're going to fund our government. Appropriations are coming up. We just passed the Milcon VA appropriations, which funds Veterans Affairs. Every House Democrat voted against that legislation today, and they're saying that Republicans are going to shut down the government. The Republicans aren't shutting down anything. If there is a government shutdown, it's a BS shutdown. It's a Biden-Schumer shutdown.
Congressman Lauren Boebert, we thank you. Republican of Colorado. To be continued. Check her out on social media. She's great, at Rep. Boebert. And, of course, easy to find on Capitol Hill. But be nice. Thank you very much. We'll be right back.